Well, hi everyone. My name is Jonathan Lehman, and I'm the product manager of GiftWorks. And it's my privilege today to show you the latest feature that has been added to GiftWorks 2014, integration with FastTransact. Now, as many of you are aware, GiftWorks was acquired recently, this past August, by Front Street Payments. Front Street Payments has been a leader in the payment processing industry, and with the recent acquisitions, including GiftWorks, has become a leader in providing integrated solutions for nonprofit organizations. Front Street Payments includes a family of companies that support nonprofits. These include FirstGiving, Artez, and of course GiftWorks. So back in August, when we released GiftWorks 2014, shortly after the acquisition by Front Street Payments, we were immediately able to take advantage of this synergy by offering integration with FirstGiving, one of the companies that's part of the Front Street Payment family of companies. FirstGiving provides online fundraising solutions for nonprofits. This includes the simple Donate Now button or page, peer-to-peer and event-based fundraising. So with our integration with FirstGiving, we were able to offer that you could sign up for a free FirstGiving account that allowed you to do some basic configuration of an online donation page, and then be able to put a button or on your website or provide a link in an email, start collecting donations, and then download those donations seamlessly into GiftWorks. And also, as part of that integration, you're able to process credit cards directly inside of GiftWorks when you're adding a donation. And in addition, you could always sign up for a paid account to take advantage of their full peer-to-peer and event-based fundraising solutions, and then, of course, download those donations into GiftWorks. Well, Front Street Payments also includes a platform called FastTransact. This is a payment processing and data management platform that includes one of the most secure, robust, and versatile payment gateway products on the market today. So what can you do with a FastTransact account? Well, the platform allows you to configure a highly customizable and branded donation page for you to collect your donations online for your organization. And of course, this can be plugged into your website, or you can provide a link in your organization's emails or other social media connections. So why FastTransact? Well, why not just use FirstGiving? Well, there's some things that are different with FastTransact. One of those is if you need direct funding from a merchant account, this means, of course, that you get your donation funds more quickly. They're available to you more quickly. That would be one reason. If you want to accept ACH transactions on your donation page, that can be offered by FastTransact. Or if you need more configuration and more branding, more highly customizable pages than the FirstGiving option provides. But just like FirstGiving, this integration will allow you to configure a page, collect donations online, download these donations into GiftWorks, and it will also provide you with the ability to process credit cards directly inside of GiftWorks. So that's what I'm going to show you today, our integration with FastTransact. So let's go back over to GiftWorks, and we're going to want to sign into our GiftWorks database. And to set up the FastTransact integration, we want to go to the Settings area. So we click on Settings, we click on Tools, Updates, and Integration. And you'll see here in this area, here's the existing option for the FirstGiving integration that already existed. And here's a new option for FastTransact integration. So if we click on that, you'll see it brings us to a page to start our FastTransact integration. One of the things you might notice immediately is that on this page it's asking us for credentials. That's a little different than the FirstGiving integration, where you can search for your organization and find it and accept the agreement, and then you can process credit cards without even having a FirstGiving account. To use any of the integration with FastTransact, you will need a FastTransact account, and so you will need credentials, username, password, and merchant ID. So if you don't already have a FastTransact account, you can click on this link here, and this link will take you to a page that will give you information about how to get an account set up, and will give you the contact information about who you need to talk to. And as part of that process of getting an account, there is an implementation team that will work with you, that will work with you to configure your online donation page and to get everything set up that you need set up. Part of getting that set up, you will be given access to a partner portal where you will be able to do that kind of configuration, and they can also work with you on that. And so that implementation team will help you with that process. So once you have your username, password, and merchant ID, you would enter it here. So once you've entered your username, password, and merchant ID, you can click the verify button, which will verify your credentials. Now, if you don't know your merchant ID, we provide some hover help here, which directs you to go over to your partner portal, which I alluded to earlier. And in there, you can actually find out what the merchant ID is for your username and password. So it'll be a screen that would look something like this, which would include your merchant ID there at the bottom. But once you have your username, password, and merchant ID, you click verify. It will verify your credentials. And assuming that your credentials are okay, you've entered them okay, and it was able to verify them, you come to this page which displays the terms and conditions. So you'll want to read through this, and if you can agree to those, you click accept agreement. And at this point now, all the FastTransact features that are available are enabled. So you're ready to start processing credit cards inside of GiftWorks. So when you add a donation inside of GiftWorks, you'll be able to use the FastTransact credit card payment type to process credit cards, including Visa, MasterCard, American Express, and Discover. Here's a section that talks about collecting donations. It gives you the link to your online donation page that you have configured and continue to configure the way you want it. And so that's the link that you can include in your emails or social media. And also has a section here where once you've collected donations, this is the link you could use to download your donations into GiftWorks that have been collected on your website. So we're going to go through each of these in more detail. And so let's get started with that. So let's start by showing how you can process a credit card right inside GiftWorks as you're adding a donation. So I'm going to click on Donors. I'm going to select Jonathan Lehman here and right click and select add a donation. Keep in mind what I'm going to show you here will work for whether you're adding a one-time gift or whether you're receiving a pledge payment. Put a gift amount in here of $1 for this example. And the important part here is when you're selecting your payment type. So we have the different payment types here. Rather than selecting just credit card, I'm going to select this special payment type called FastTransact credit card, which is a special payment type that was created when I set up the integration with FastTransact. So by selecting that and clicking Next, when I click Next, it's going to load a FastTransact credit card collection page right inside of my GiftWorks page here. So this is a PCI compliant credit card collection page that is hosted by FastTransact and presented inside of your GiftWorks Add a Donation dialog. So I can select the credit card type. I can put in the credit card number. The expiration date, security code. Notice how it filled in the name, email, and the address information from the donor. You can change any of this if necessary for the credit card that you're authorizing. The email is used here just to send a confirmation that the credit card was processed. So once this is filled out the way you need it to be filled out, you click Process Credit Card. It actually submits that credit card on this FastTransact credit card collection page. It actually has added that credit card. If I click back, you'll see that it actually has assigned a transaction ID to it. And it shows the card type and the last 4 digits of the credit card number. So I can go ahead and click Next, go through my donation and do all the normal things I would do when I'm adding a donation to GiftWorks. You know, I can choose how I want to acknowledge it, whether I want to add it to the thank you letters mailing list, how I want to receive it, make all the same choices I would for a regular donation, keeping in mind that it has already processed the credit card transaction for this donation. So I can go ahead and click Next, and then change anything here I would need to change, such as campaign or appeal, and then click Save like it would for any other normal donation. The thing that's interesting about this, if you'll look at this now that we're viewing this donation, you'll see there's the payment type, FastTransact credit card. It has the transaction ID and the card type and the last 4 digits of the card number. And notice that there's also this void credit card payment. until that transaction is settled, usually I think that's within a day, you can actually void that. So if there would be some reason you need to actually void that credit card transaction, you can click void here. It's going to ask you to confirm that, and you click yes. And it says the payment was successfully voided, and you'll notice the void link goes away. So now you have some choices to do here. You can either process another credit card for this donation by editing the gift and going through this page here. So you could either process another credit card for that donation, or you could decide to delete that gift if really maybe there was a mistake and that donation should not have been entered. So when you void that transaction or that credit card transaction, just keep in mind what you would want to do with that gift inside of GiftWorks. So now let me show you how you can start collecting donations using your Donate Now or your FastTransact online donations page, and then how you can download those donations into GiftWorks. And keep in mind, this is very similar to the FirstGiving integration to collect donations and download those into GiftWorks. I'm going to click on Settings, I'm going to click on Tools, Updates, and Integration, and then I'm going to click on FastTransact Integration again. I'm only coming to the Settings area to remind you again that when you completed your integration with FastTransact, or you set that up, this section here displayed the link to the FastTransact online donation page that the implementation team would help you configure, and you can also make configuration changes on your own. So you can add this link to an email you send out to your donors, or you can post it on social media, Facebook, you can tweet it. You could put it behind a button on your websites, and they click on the button, it launches this page. So this would be something you're distributing to your donors so that they can donate to you online. So if I clicked on this link, this is the page that the donor would see. So if the donors clicks on the link and this page comes up, they would fill out this information. So once I've completed keying all my information, notice there was first name, last name, phone, email. This email address is to send a confirmation, your name and address information, and this donor chose to give $25. And there's options for whether you want to make this a tribute or not, which this is not. And then you can choose your payment method, which could be a credit card, or a debit card, or even ACH transactions, depending on how you choose to configure your account. And put in your card information and the AVS information or the billing information that is related to that card that will be used to authorize that card. And then you click Continue. Accept this payment and go ahead and authorize it. So this payment has now been accepted. And so if as a nonprofit, I might choose to daily, weekly, however often I want to go and choose to download donations into GiftWorks that have been collected on my online donations pages. I can choose how frequently I want to do that. So you can either do that here right within the settings area by clicking on click here to download donations into GiftWorks, or you can, on the donations tab, donations link, here at the top, the donations button, there's a new option once you integrate with FastTransact to download from FastTransact. So you can do it here. So while you're working on donations, you have this link, you click it, it goes out and checks for any new transactions that have been collected from your online donations page, your FastTransact online donations page, and presents them here. You can click Next, and you'll see that there's 5 transactions here right now. You'll see that the one that I just added is here. So on this page, you can choose whether to download all those now, or you can check some of them, all of them. In this case, I'm only going to download the one that we've just entered, that Jonathan Lehman just entered. I also want to show you that for each transaction, you can edit the transaction and look at all the information. In this case, since this donor already exists, and it's going to try to match it to an existing donor in GiftWorks, I can't change the name and address information. Otherwise, I could. Shows me the AVS or the billing information associated with the credit card, and then it shows me the information about the donation, and I can change any of that if I need to. Normally you would not be changing that information, but you could add a directed purpose or whatever if you need to. want to talk to you about the donor matching. The donor name that's coming down on the donation transaction, it tries to match up to an existing donor in GiftWorks. So by default, it automatically tries to match that, and that's let GiftWorks decide. If for some reason you want to select a different donor that you did not want this donation to be associated with this Jonathan Lehman that's already in GiftWorks, you could select a different donor. Or you could select to always add a new donor. So maybe you know that although there is another Jonathan Lehman, you want to add a new Jonathan Lehman donor. You know this is a new Jonathan Lehman. It's not the same one. But if I'm going to let GiftWorks decide here, which shows me it's going to match it to this Jonathan Lehman that's in GiftWorks, and this is his address. And it's kind of to help you verify which Jonathan Lehman this is. So I'm going to go ahead and say, let it go and add this donation transaction to the Jonathan Lehman donor that's already in GiftWorks. So I'm going to go ahead and click Next. On the next page, I can, for the set of donation transactions that I checked on the previous screen, I can choose the fund and the campaign and the appeal that I want to apply to all these donations. So all the donations that I checked that are going to be downloaded now, I can choose to say which fund, campaign, and appeal that these should be associated with. And then I have choices for receipting and acknowledgement options. So I can choose some options for receipting, whether I want to use the donor's defaults or whether I want to put all these donations into a separate receipt group and receipt them individually, however I want to handle that. And then I can also choose whether I want to add these donations to the thank you letters mailing list. In other words, do I want to send an acknowledgement through our thank you letter mailing process? And then also for any donors that are represented in the transactions that I'm downloading, do I want to add them to a special mailing list? So maybe if these are new donors, you want to add them to your welcome letters list, just for you to choose. So after I make those choices, I can click Next. It gives me a list of all the donations I'm going to be downloaded. When I'm ready, I can go ahead and click Download Transactions, and it tells me it's been successfully downloaded. If I click Next, it shows me a summary of what's been downloaded. You'll see I've downloaded one. It shows me the total amount, the largest and smallest, and how many that are still ready to be downloaded that I could navigate back if I want. And you can see here that this one's already been downloaded, so I can't check it, but I could choose to download these other ones if I wanted to. Or I could be done at this point. So if I leave this process, what I want to show you is if I come back into that process, download from FastTransact, you'll see now there's only 4 new transactions because I've already downloaded that one transaction. It's been marked as downloaded. So within FastTransact, it gets marked as already been downloaded, so it will not download it a second time. So let's go look at GiftWorks, and we'll see that transaction. So if I here it is, you'll see that $25 transaction for Jonathan Lehman. Added it to the general care fund. You'll see it has the credit card information, and the billing information, the campaign, and so forth, and the payment type is the FastTransact online credit card. So you can keep track of those that came in through FastTransact online and the type of payment type. So that donation is now in GiftWorks, and so I can run donations are being collected through my online donation page, and I can choose, as I said earlier, how frequently I want to run that download process, and then they will be downloaded right into GiftWorks, and I don't need to do any kind of double entry. And so it's seamlessly integrated with GiftWorks, very similar to FirstGiving. In conclusion, I want to say that I hope this video has been helpful. I hope that it helps you evaluate whether the FastTransact solution is right for your organization and whether it can help you fulfill your mission and maximize your fundraising efforts. It's certainly been my privilege to bring you this overview of the GiftWorks and FastTransact integration. Also want to go over a few things. Just a reminder that with the FastTransact solution, since you have your own merchant account, the funds will be settled every night, and therefore the funds will be available to you the very next day. There will be a monthly fee in order to have the FastTransact account. And there will also be a % charged per transaction for processing fees. Now, these are subject to change. So if you want more information about what those specific costs will be, we encourage you to contact our GiftWorks sales for more information. If you have any other questions about this functionality, please feel free to contact them. You can contact them via phone at 1-800-323-8766 option 2, or via email at sales@giftworksconnect.com. And as always, our goal is to provide solutions and tools that help you fulfill your mission. And we believe certainly with GiftWorks and now with the integration with products from our family of companies, in the FrontStream Payments family of companies, that we can provide better and more tools for you that help you in your fundraising efforts, which ultimately help you fulfill your mission. So that is our goal, and we hope that this video has been helpful in that regard. And so thank you for watching.